Welcome back to Chokitable Media. You know there's nothing people in power, the politicians, there's nothing they cannot do when they have power. Or can we say it is just human being and human nature that is causing all these? Can we say that? Can you also attest to that? Where am I going to this time around? I am going to the issue of the THIEVE and THIEVE case between the legislators and the Minister of Women Affairs, Mrs. Uju Kenedy. Our mother in the Lord, Mrs. Uju Kenedy, last week, there was a query given to her that she mismanaged some money belonging to the Women Affairs ministry in terms of contract awarding and all the rest. So she was petitioned and invited by the legislator to come and defend herself. And I don't know who is going to win this argument, because I can see that Mrs. Oyaneye is ready to defend herself anywhere she goes, talking about this money or that money. And sometimes she even claimed that she's been using her own money to do a lot of things she's been doing. So this time around, she answered the House of Representative members on this issue we are talking about. And fracas broke up. And I can see the noise going on there. Looks as if when a man marries two wives, and the senior wife and the junior one get into a serious argument, it doesn't seem to me like like these guys are discussing issues pertaining to a nation. Let me show you the video, courtesy of cable. Reps query minister over 45 million spent on New Year's parties orders. House Committee on Women Affairs is investigating the Women Affairs Ministry over alleged diversion of funds meant for contract, following a petition from them. The House of Representatives has queried Minister of Women Affairs Uju Kenedy for allegedly spending unrelated expenditure, including 45 million for a New Year's party and 20 million for sanitary pads. She was also alleged to have spent 1.5 million on fuel in her vehicle. So the chairperson, House Committee on Women Affairs, Kafilat Ogbara, led the interrogation of the minister over a non-payment of 1.5 billion to contractor despite of the fund released in Abuja. She has gone to court to sue this rep member, Mrs. Kafilat Ogbara. She sued her together with Arise Television and some journalists at Arise News. Here is what is going on now. Mrs. Ogbara explained that the investigative hearing was aimed at uncovering the truth and not witch-hunting the minister and the officials of the ministry. The committee also investigated alleged diversion of funds meant for contractors' payment following a petition from the contractors. The committee also sought clarification on funds appropriated for the African First Lady mission and the whereabouts of 1.5 billion meant for contractors' payments. Mrs. Kenedy Ohaneye, however, denied the allegation of misappropriation, widespreading, and non-payment of contractors. Well, it's not strange. This is how they do it in the ministry. This is how they do it everywhere. So within the politicians, who is going to control all these people? You remember what happened in Kenya and all the reversals and the reversals of policies benefiting these politicians. So this is the way it is everywhere in Africa until when African people rise up and take back their rights. Anyway, we're talking about rising up. These people weren't even voted into power. They just found themselves there. The election that they organized that brought them into power or to where they are today was a sham election. and the whole world knows. So nobody voted for them in the first place. They just fought their way and get there. Thank you for listening. Watch the video.
Appropriated for 2023 from the Accountant General's office. Was it released to the account of the Ministry of Women Affairs? Yes or no?
Honorable Minister and your team, Mr. DFA, I'm at a loss because fortunately I attended the last meeting, and one of the reasons why we took you on oath was to get the truth from you. And today you have deviated. You have deviated because you did say, yes, there was release of money, and you take instruction from principal. And there and then, I confronted permanent secretary. He said he was not in the known. And I still making my statement that you are running the ministry with your minister. Both of you will be
I take exception to
that. Please don't interrupt, honorable member. Don't interrupt. Don't interrupt, honorable member. Please let her finish.
I am not slave to anybody. I don't want it. She should withdraw that statement she said about me.
Honorable minister, calm down. Honorable minister, calm down.
I am repeating what I said. I confronted the permanent secretary and the DFA last week Thursday. I'm still alive talking. You did say it's what they approved to you. I said, Mr. Pamsek, what happened? You are not in the known. I said, look, I was twice commissioner in my state, and the accounting officer is the permanent secretary. Please, you people should work with the permanent secretary. Didn't I say so, Mr. DFA? I am still saying it because from the revelations, what's coming out is one-man show. One-man show you people are doing, two-man show.
Can I talk to you?
We will call you when you have to call. Just calm down. Don't worry, you will talk. You will have your time. You will have your time. Honorable minister, you will have your time. You will have your time.
Yes, no fairness here. It's a trap. It's a trap, but I'm not going to jump into it.
Thank you, Chairperson.
I will not jump into the trap.
Please, honorable minister,
I fear nothing. I've stolen nothing.
Honorable minister, you will have your time to talk.
With anything. That's why I don't fear anybody. I'm not
Honorable
fearing.
Minister, Honorable Minister.
Honorable Minister, we are working with records. We are working with records. We are working with records.
On the issue of the contract, even the ones given while I was there, they have not been paid. Yes, they have not been paid. So there is no partiality here except that we are underfunded. We don't have money. They have not been paid. That's why we moved the ongoing project to this year's budget so that they will be able to pay them.
Chokitable Media. See you next time.
Thank you for watching. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing so you won't miss out any of our latest videos.